Now the reports are that you're over six figures. What's the number, Amir?
Yeah,
Idiot.
You're a producer, right?
No. How do I record?
The best was the whisper, as if
We're right in front of you.
There's a microphone in the computer you're kneeling next to, and the three of us are right here.
How do I record? Drunk? Crazy. All right, we good? All right, let's do it. We have, I would say the most famous man in sports right now. Amir.
I think that's inaccurate.
Right?
For sure.
Legitimately, Amir Ora Khan is in the building. First of all, condolences on the loss. We were pulling hard. We're Team McNeese over here at KFC Radio.
Real Cowboys from the boot.
Right? Go
yes, sir.
But so condolences on that, but still it's been a wild a wild year, but really I would imagine the last week, 10 days, whatever it's been, has been a wild ride.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot more than I'm used to, but it's been fun.
I believe the exact quote was, "I'm that guy," which you've done a lot of things that are, the boombox, the rapping, the way you're branding, the jumpsuit, all of it, the nickname. But the "I'm that guy" quote is the one for me that sealed the deal.
Yeah, for sure. They asked me to describe myself, and those are the three words that I think of, when I think of myself. So,
dude, you're a goddamn inspiration, bro. I fucking love that. I
appreciate that.
You were talking about how you kind of think of yourself as a regular guy, but when you're hyping people up, you have to be that guy.
Mm-hmm.
I think
for sure. It's like I don't believe I'm better than anyone. Obviously, it's more just like a mindset I have, so I can do it, anything that I want to. I just believe that I'm that guy, so I can do it.
Dude, that's the name of the game in life. Like, very few people I think are talented enough, smart enough, whatever enough in their field where they can actually just like get, their talent carries them. Everyone else pretty much has to fake it. It's the game is fake until you make it. And the fact that you're like, I can just turn it on, hype the guys up, and play this role is kind of like the key to life.
Yeah, exactly. And, I think it's the key to everything I do. And, it's not just me, our whole coaching staff, our players, and, our managers, we all believe it, and I think that's the special thing. And, why our chemistry, is so, why we're so together. And I think that's the thing that's unique about us.
Do you have a moment in your life, and maybe it was more recently, maybe it was when you were younger, I don't know, but when you like noticed like, oh shit, I am that guy. Like I had, be it like confidence or whatever reason, but was there something that like, maybe not a specific incident, but a specific time period that where you were like, oh, after that, I was kind of like more comfortable, confident. I'm that guy, whatever the phrase you want to use.
Yeah, it's crazy. So it actually started probably when I was at my lowest point, I would say, during COVID. And, we had a hurricane down here. And, I was just like low on confidence and, low on, life in general. So I was just like, I woke up one morning and was like, I don't want to feel that way. So, I just told myself, I can do anything I want. The only thing stopping me from being what I want is myself. So, I don't know why I'm doing that. And I just kind of, shook out of it.
Hell yeah, dude.
Flip that switch, man. So were you you're a local boy down there? Like, were you a McNeese fan? Like how did the McNeese job and manager role come to be?
Yeah, so I've lived in Lake Charles my whole life. This is the hometown school. And, in terms of being a manager, I've been an LSU fan, football, basketball, and, Coach Wade, what he did at LSU, no coach has ever done that. He brought a different energy and, just winning. The LSU hasn't done that in a while. So whenever he came down here and, I've been a student here for 2 years, I was like, it was a no-brainer to come down and work for him.
And did you do anything like special to get that gig? Like I imagine in the beginning it was just more of a regular manager role, or was there ever a discussion with him where he was like, I want you to be this guy?
Yeah, so it was, the whole 2 years I've been here, it's been really just a normal manager role. Our Dobo, Nick Flory, he told us that, one of the duties that we have is someone has to carry the speaker for walking out. And I just happened to grab the speaker the first game, and that's kind of how I've been doing that. But definitely, I do the same thing, as all managers do. We all play our role in different ways, and that's just one way I do it.
Yo, hang on. You just happened to grab the speaker.
There's some other guy who's like, I was going to grab the speaker. Yeah.
Glorious. Dude,
That's hilarious, man. Oh, that's the worst.
That's some like I'm that guy stuff. Like it
I
just
did it.
happens to be the moment, and I'm the guy right here, man.
Great time, dude. There was a quote during the game against Purdue. One of the sideline reporters said, I believe in like a press conference, he straight up asked you, "Are you worried about overexposure?" And he said the reaction was just everybody started laughing. Was that like, I would imagine it's like, I got a week to capitalize. Let's go, man. I'm not worried about this at all.
Yeah, exactly. I try to enjoy it and capitalize off it. And, it's never happened before. So I was unsure how to go with it. I had a few people on the staff, especially, Reed Vial. He's been helping me with a lot of it. He's like, let's just do everything we can. And I was like, yeah, for sure. I was down to do it. Yeah, but I know it must. I've seen some comments and stuff. I know people aren't loving the overexposure during the game. Someone will have a play and the camera will just pan to me and they're probably like, why? What is he doing? He's not doing anything. But
he did the Taylor Swift.
I was just gonna say that.
Yeah.
You and Taylor Swift, Amir. You and Taylor. You are culturally relevant and you deserve to be on the broadcast.
Yeah.
Tell everyone to shut the hell up.
That is the Taylor Swift. She's the fan. Why was she on the camera? Well, he's the most fucking important thing in college basketball. That's why he's on the fucking camera. Give me a break, man. So,
I appreciate that.
But I mean, I guess that might answer my question, but have we reached a level of haters yet? Because in the beginning, you were, everybody loved you. You're the darling. Then all of a sudden people start to hear that you're making a little money. You're on the camera. Are the Amir Khan boo birds out?
Yeah, I would say, I'm definitely, just like some comments there. They're saying they're tired of this guy, which I don't blame them. Everywhere on social media you go, they see me instead. And, some of it's not, full on hating. It's just they believe the coaches and players should get more exposure. And I believe that too, but I'm not in control of the media. I can't control what they say, what they do. I'm just doing my thing. And, if they overuse it, that's on them. I'm just going to keep doing my thing. And I'm not going to let it get to me regardless.
I'm not the director. Bro, I don't make those choices.
I know, unfortunately, we've been eliminated and that's a bummer. But if we had stayed in the tournament, you should have pulled the Herb Brooks. Herb Brooks, 1980 Olympics head coach, USA versus Russia. He wouldn't allow the team to do press conferences because he wanted them to focus on the game.
Mm-hmm.
So only he would do press conferences. And eventually the press asked, are you doing this just so we only pay attention to you? And then Herb Brooks never did another press conference.
No way.
So next weekend, fine. Someone else will walk out with the box.
Yeah.
See what happens now.
Right. You want to write your articles?
Yeah.
Now write it on something else.
You'll miss the fun guy.
I mean,
no, I love it.
I would say almost the opposite, though. Like, I think that people like managers are always the unsung heroes of teams that are doing the grunt work and helping the team out and don't get enough shine. So yeah, maybe this one is an extreme example, but this is for every other manager ever who never got an ounce of shine. This is for them because the players and the coaches do get enough, and so I think if anything, people should embrace the fact that, a behind the scenes guy is finally getting some love.
Yeah, exactly. I agree. And, from this, I hope every manager gets their shine, and, this isn't the last thing something like this has happened, and I hope all the managers on our staff also, get their shine and, and this ends up helping them out. That's what I'm hoping. I also saw another manager, I think from UCLA had a NIL deal. I think it was around the time I got mine. So I think that's amazing. And I hope that continues.
Yeah, man, you're like pioneers, you know what I mean? Like, but for real, if there is an avenue, I mean, you're a pretty extreme case again. But if there's an avenue where a manager can get a few bucks here and there for, a logo on a jumpsuit or a bone box or whatever.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Like, that's for somebody, again, who usually does a lot of work and doesn't get anything for it. Like, now you get a few bucks. Now, the reports are that you're over six figures. What's the number, Amir?
Yeah, I would say it's around that. I haven't exactly, pocketed all of that money yet, and a lot of it's going towards loans, student loans and stuff. But yeah, I would say it's not untrue. I would say.
Now the other thing that usually comes along with you get some money, you get some fame. Are you getting more attention on campus now? I would imagine.
Yeah, I would say so. People around. I haven't been on campus, with the
Oh, right.
school
Yeah,
too
you're not
much.
at home. That's right. Yeah. So
Yeah,
going home
exactly.
would be
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. But yeah, I would say, people around, whenever I was in Providence, a lot of people recognized me and, just stopped by, just want to talk or for a photo. And around here, definitely just, more people would stop me for photos and want to talk to me. And I think that's super cool because, I'm willing to take a photo or talk to anyone who wants to talk to me.
Are you a single man, Amir?
I am. Yeah. I'm walking on the
Are
ground.
girls
Yeah.
interested in the aura right now?
I mean, there's definitely a few hitting me up, but right now I'm just trying to focus on myself and figure out what I'm doing.
Smart man, smart man. How about this? Do you have any brand? Like, what's a dream brand you want to get an NIL deal from?
Yeah, I would say like one of the top, sports brands like Nike, Under Armour, Adidas. I think it would be super cool just because, as a kid who's always loved sports, the top level athletes, they're the one who get that. And as a manager, obviously I never expected to get a deal with them. But if something like that were to happen, I think that would be awesome.
See a Nike commercial for this.
Yeah.
I really could. I legitimately could a Nike commercial for this.
Just aura.
Yeah, that's right. Something overly dramatic about aura. I mean, you got the Topps card too, right? You got a trading card?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Topps reached out and said, they wanted to get me a card. So I was like, yeah, let's do it.
If you can have a card, you can have a Nike.
Yeah.
Those go hand in hand.
Yeah, that's what Brian Daubach said. He just kept leaving voicemails at Nike. Like, I got a card.
And so what? So now next up is NC State or what? What's the future hold?
Yeah, so I just got home and I haven't really focused on the future too much. Definitely going to take a few weeks to figure out everything, consider all my options, and see where we go from there. I would say the reports were a bit premature, but I'm definitely open to following Coach Wade. I think, like I said, he was my favorite coach before all of this happened. Before I started working at McNeese, so if I get a chance to continue working for him, I'll definitely consider it.
Now, is that obviously you're hoping to do it for a few more years? But is this a career path for you? You think? Like, would you let's say the fucking Pelicans call, the Celtics call? Are you interested in managing it at a professional level?
Definitely. I think that's a dream of mine. So for sure, if NBA team approaches me after all of this, I would definitely consider it. But I would say, the dream is right now is to, get into coaching. And, I still have a lot more to learn from Coach Wade. And, he's one of the best coaches in college basketball. So, and we already have a close relationship. So I think that would be, sticking with him probably would be, the thing I want to do. But I'm going to, I consider everything and, just talk about it with my family and figure it out.
How about the other side of things? Would you do a content career? If people were like, we want to just hear you talk hoops, do a podcast, college basketball content, anything like that, you're not really in the game per se, but now you're more in the media and content side. Would you do that?
Yeah, for sure. I absolutely, whenever I'm hanging out with my friends or, family at work, always talking about sports. I'm always watching sports and, I could talk about it forever. So that's definitely something I would consider. I had a podcast, a while back, it's completely off the grid now and, it wasn't big, but it was fun doing it, with a few friends. So yeah, definitely something I'll consider.
Fire that back up, dude. Ride that wave,
For sure, yeah. A lot of people have been telling me that, and I would love to do it. After the next few weeks after I figure something out, it's definitely something I might do. While trying to figure out what I'm doing, coaching wise.
And are you going to keep the bodyguards, or was that just a thing?
Yeah, so the thing I saw people said that I hired security guards. I didn't hire any personally. There was a few of they were working the event, and some of the managers and Reed, who's been helping me with all this. They asked them if they could stay by me just because how crazy it was last game, and just so I can enjoy the game. So I didn't personally reach out to them, but I appreciate them helping me.
What was the most out of body experience, I would say? Like, we saw you sitting next to Spike. Was there something else that happened behind the scenes that overtakes sitting next to a legend for a basketball game?
Yeah, I would say the craziest thing was it was, I believe, like 2 Saturdays ago or last Saturday. Yeah, it was 2 Saturdays ago. It was when I was on Countdown to College Game Day, and then I saw the ESPN graphic around me, and I saw myself in there. That's always been a dream of mine. Maybe to be on ESPN. So, that was crazy to me. I think then I was like, oh shoot, like, I'm on ESPN, so that was just insane to feel.
On ESPN, yeah.
All right, last question. Was anybody on the team like, where the hell are the towels? Are you wiping up the floor? Who's doing the manager work if you're out here being a fucking rock star?
So during the games, they didn't have enough seats for us to be on do our manager stuff. So a lot of some of the players, some of the staff had to pick up some of the roles. But off the court, I try to help with it as much as I can. But we have 4 other managers, Jake Forbes, Landry Donham, Mitchell Eder, and Jordan Romero. They picked up the slack, and I appreciate them a lot because I wasn't able to focus on it fully over the last few weeks, and they've just been doing everything. So they're some dogs. So.
That's a good man shouting out the rest of the team. You're the aura, but you got a whole squad behind you. So man on that. Good job.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. I'm just trying to give everyone their shine.
All right, dude. Well, ride the wave. Take it as long as it can go. Don't worry about any overexposure or any haters. Just keep on going, man. Milk this thing till it's dry.
For sure, man. I got it. Hey, I just wanted to, I want to shout out my cousins, Kareem, Raheem, Azim, and Sundas. They're big fans of y'all. They absolutely love everything y'all do. I actually watched Surviving Barstool season 1 because of them. They hooked me onto that. So, everything I know from Barstool is from them. And, I keep up with y'all now, but they're big fans. So I just wanted to shout them out.
Well, we appreciate you and shout out to the cousins, man. Thanks a lot.
For sure. I appreciate y'all for having me, man. This was fun.
Thank you, Amir. Congrats, man.
Have a good one, bro.
Yes, sir. You too, man.
All right, thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe, like, and leave a comment below. Click that button.
Or I'll cut off my finger.